Bonjour Year 8, welcome to lesson 5, and today you're going to be speaking and saying what you like to eat and drink and why, and what you dislike eating and drinking and why. Enjoy! Here's a list of the equipment for today's lesson. You'll need your French exercise book, a pen and a ruler and a coloured pen or highlighter for corrections, and the sentence builder grid, which is a PDF on class charts. So pause to get that ready now and press play when you're ready to go on. Thank you for uploading all of your work so far onto class charts. Please remember to upload evidence of all of your completed work, including photos of Quizlet activities, and please stick to the time given for each activity, which is on the top of each slide. If you don't finish, that's not a problem. Just do your very best and cover all the full range of activities. If you do have any questions, please email me, and here's my email address. As always, I'd like you to copy the date, copier la date, and write it in French and underline it neatly, and then write down the title in French and in English. Qu'est-ce que tu aimes manger au dîner? What do you like to eat at dinner? Underline that neatly as well in your book, and then write down the objective to speak about the food you like or don't like for different meals, giving reasons. Pause to do that now, press play to go on. Now, for your do now activity, this should take 5 minutes. There are 3 sentences on the slide. I want you to reorder them by their meal time. So start with which meal time you have first thing in the morning, and then finish with the one that you have in the evening. So write them in the correct order in French and then translate them to English. Merci. Let's check those answers. Normalement au petit déjeuner, je bois du café. So that's normally at breakfast, I drink coffee. So that's breakfast, it's the first meal of the day, so that should be sentence number 1. 2. De temps en temps au déjeuner, je prends du fromage. From time to time at lunch, I have cheese. As that's lunchtime, that's the second meal of the day, that should go number 2. And 3. Le week-end au dîner, je mange de la viande. At the weekend at dinner, I eat meat. So because that's dinner time, it's your third meal of the day, that goes third. Pause to check your answers now. Make sure you've got your accents on petit déjeuner, on the déjeuner, on the first E, on déjeuner, the first E as well, and that you've got your circumflex accent on dîner, on the I. Merci. Okay, now this sentence builder combines the previous few lessons that we've had. What I want you to be able to do is to give opinions plus a food or drink verb, plus the item and the meal you have that food or drink, and then to give a reason why you like it or dislike it using parce que and car c'est, and then reasons. So all of this is recycled vocabulary that you've had in all the previous lessons. The bit that's different is that you have an opinion verb here and an infinitive verb afterwards. Now you may remember that from previous lessons. After j'adore, j'aime, je préfère, je n'aime pas, and je déteste. When we use a verb, it always has to be in the infinitive. So j'adore manger, I love to eat. You couldn't say j'adore je mange because that would be I love I eat, and it doesn't make sense in English or in French. So j'adore manger, j'aime boire, je préfère prendre, etc. Okay, as always, we have a question here. So we're going to practice the question first of all, and then we're going to make sentences using the sentence builder grid. Écoutez et répétez. Qu'aimes-tu manger au déjeuner? One more time, listen and repeat. Qu'aimes-tu manger au déjeuner? Your turn. So what do you like to eat at lunch? So now to answer that, we're going to use each section of the sentence builder, starting with the opinions. Now do remember that with the reasons, which we've had all before, the masculine singular and the masculine plural all sound the same. What does sound different is the pronunciation in the feminine plural, because we've added an E on, so it means that we have to pronounce the last consonants, which you're not pronouncing up here in the masculine singular and the masculine plural. But we have to pronounce them here. So let's practice the feminine plural reasons. Écoutez, répétez, dégoûtante. Good. Écoutez, répétez, dégoûtant. Dégoûtante. Délicieux. Délicieuse. Malsain. Malsaine. Sain. Saine. Sucré. Sucré. So this one does sound the same as the other two. Très bien. Ok, écoutez et répétez. J'adore manger du pain grillé au petit déjeuner parce que c'est délicieux. Let's go. Your turn. Good. Écoutez et répétez. J'aime boire du thé au déjeuner car c'est sucré. Your turn. Good. Je préfère prendre des fruits au dîner parce qu'ils sont sains. Your turn. Good. Je n'aime pas manger de la viande au déjeuner car c'est malsain. Your turn. Well done. Écoutez et répétez. Je déteste prendre des pommes de terre le week-end parce qu'elles sont dégoûtantes. Your turn. Okay. J'adore manger des frites au dîner car elles sont délicieuses. Your turn. Well done. Now this box here is special because we have the options. If you don't eat a meal, at a meal, you can say I don't eat anything. Je ne mange rien au petit déjeuner. Je ne mange rien au déjeuner. Je ne mange rien au dîner. And the important thing is that the ne and the rien go around the verb. We've had it with ne and pas going around the verb, but we've not had any other options. This is to say I don't eat anything. So ne and rien. And here we have the option I never eat at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner. Écoutez et répétez. Je ne mange jamais au petit déjeuner. Good. Écoutez et répétez. Je ne mange rien au déjeuner. Okay, so there are options for certain meals if you want to add variety. Well done, Year 8. For this activity, I want you to finish my sentence. So I want you to finish my sentence with the final box. Okay, so I'm going to read all the way across the grid, and then depending on where we are, you're going to select what makes sense to you, a reason. Okay, you're going to choose the adjective yourself. Make sure it makes sense, and make sure you pronounce especially the feminine ones where they have es and they sound a little bit different to the masculine singular and masculine plural, which sound the same. Okay, let's have a go. So you just use the correct reason that fits in your mind. Okay, here we go. J'adore manger de la viande au déjeuner car c'est. Okay, so what would have made sense there would be délicieux, sain. They would have been the best options to use. Because you wouldn't say you love to eat something because it's disgusting. Okay, here we go. Finish my sentence again. J'aime boire du thé au petit déjeuner car c'est. Okay, again, it's positive, so dégoûtant wouldn't really work there. Malsain, not really either. The others would be good options to have. Okay, je préfère prendre des œufs au dîner parce qu'ils sont. Okay, so these three middle options would have been the best ones to use here. Probably délicieux and sain would be the most appropriate. Okay, these are negative sentences, so think about what your negative reasons are. Je n'aime pas prendre des céréales le week-end parce qu'elles sont. What did you choose? Dégoûtantes, because they're disgusting, because they're unhealthy. They're your main negative sentences. You could have used sucré as well, sweet. Okay. Je déteste manger du poisson au petit déjeuner car c'est. What did you choose? Disgusting, dégoûtant, malsain. They'd have been the main ones to choose. Okay, well done, year 8. Oh, one more. Je ne mange rien au. Okay, so you chose a meal. Any would have been appropriate. Let's try again for this one. Je ne mange jamais. Choose a different one. Au. Good. Well done, year 8. And now for this activity, there are parallel translations. So on the left-hand side, you've got a text which is all in French. And then on the right-hand side, we've got the English translation. And they've got gaps in all different places. So what the idea is that you use one text to fill in the gaps on the other. So let's have a look at the first one together, what we would be writing. So normalement is normally. And we've got on weekends here. And we've got the gaps here. So how do we say weekends in French? Well done if you said le, L-E, week, and then end there. Okay, the second one you're going to look, je prends des fruits et blanc. So I have fruit and cereal. Cereal is what's missing here. So you have to find the word in French for cereal here at breakfast. J'adore manger des fruits parce qu'ils sont très sains. Okay, so I love to eat fruit because it's very, and then you have to find the word here for sain. Okay, pause to write down both translations. You can write them as I have, next to one another. or you can write them one underneath another, however fits best on your page, but you need to write both the French one and the English one. Press pause to do that now. It should take about 10 minutes. Press play when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, so we had the first one. So normalement, le week-end is normally on weekends. Je prends des fruits et. So I have fruit and cereal. So the answer is cereal, des céréales, au petit déjeuner. J'adore manger des fruits parce qu'ils sont très sains. Sain is healthy, so it's very healthy. And I like to eat cereal a lot because, so we're missing cereal here as well. Des céréales again, parce qu'elles sont délicieuses. And here we've got it's delicious because if you've used eat cereal, it's singular, so it fits better. It's delicious. I like drinking orange juice. J'aime boire, so we want the word for orange juice, du jus d'orange, car c'est sucré. Now what is sucré? Yes, if you said sweet, good. However, I prefer something water. Je préfère boire is drink, to drink water. And now we need the word for water in here, which is de l'eau. And then, I hate to drink coffee because it is, je déteste boire du café parce que c'est malsain. What's malsain in English? Well done if you said unhealthy. I eat eggs and bread at lunch, but I don't like eggs because they are, now the word is dégoûtant, and that is disgusting. I like to eat chips at dinner at the weekend. J'aime manger des frites au dîner le week-end, car they are greasy is elles sont grasses, because frites is feminine and plural. Pause to check that now. Give yourself a big tick or correct it in a different coloured pen if you didn't quite get it right. Well done, Year 8. Pause to do that now. Press play to go on. Okay, Year 8. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to read a text with you, just like we did a few lessons ago. So the first thing we're going to do is read the text. And read it with me. I'll read it kind of slow to start with, and then we'll have the opportunity to read it again together. Okay, off we go. Je m'appelle Fernand. Qu'est-ce que je mange en général? Je ne mange pas beaucoup au petit déjeuner. Seulement un œuf et je bois du thé. J'aime le thé vert avec beaucoup de sucre et de temps en temps, je bois du jus d'orange. À midi, au déjeuner, je prends du poulet rôti avec des légumes et je bois de l'eau minérale. Je mange beaucoup de légumes car ils sont très sains et délicieux. Après le collège, le soir, je mange le plus. Au dîner, je mange beaucoup d'habitude et je mange du riz avec du poisson et de la salade verte. J'aime beaucoup le poisson parce que c'est sain et gras. Comme dessert, je mange des fruits et j'adore ça, car ils sont sucrés mais sains aussi. Okay. I'm going to read it again. I want you to try to beat me, but make sure that you say all the words and you say them correctly. Off we go. Je m'appelle Fernand. Qu'est-ce que je mange en général? Je ne mange pas beaucoup au petit déjeuner, seulement un œuf et je bois du thé. J'aime le thé vert avec beaucoup de sucre et de temps en temps, je bois du jus d'orange. À midi, au déjeuner, je prends du poulet rôti avec des légumes et je bois de l'eau minérale. Je mange beaucoup de légumes car ils sont très sains et délicieux. Après le collège, le soir, je mange le plus. Au dîner, je mange beaucoup d'habitude et je mange du riz avec du poisson et de la salade verte. J'aime beaucoup le poisson parce que c'est sain et gras. Comme dessert, je mange des fruits et j'adore ça, car ils sont sucrés, mais sains aussi. Well done if you beat me that time. Okay, I'm going to go to a more natural, faster pace now. See if you can beat me this time, but again, make sure that you're saying all the words. Je m'appelle Fernand. Qu'est-ce que je mange en général? Je ne mange pas beaucoup au petit déjeuner, seulement un œuf et je bois du thé. J'aime le thé vert avec beaucoup de sucre et de temps en temps je bois du jus d'orange. À midi, au déjeuner, je prends du poulet rôti avec des légumes et je bois de l'eau minérale. Je mange beaucoup de légumes car ils sont très sains et délicieux. Après le collège, le soir, je mange le plus. Au dîner, je mange beaucoup d'habitude et je mange du riz avec du poisson et de la salade verte. J'aime beaucoup le poisson parce que c'est sain et gras. Comme dessert, je mange des fruits et j'adore ça, car ils sont sucrés mais sains aussi. Okay, did you beat me that time? That was a much more natural and faster flow. Okay, well done. If you want to do it one more time, you can do very quickly. Pause. If you need to, press play to move on to the next activity. Okay, now this is activity 3. I want you to copy and complete the following sentences based on Fernand's text. Okay, so you're going to read through the text again really carefully, and you're going to copy the sentences in English but fill in the gaps as well. Let's look at the first one together. At breakfast in general, I only eat an, well we know it's an, so it's going to be, it starts with a vowel, and drink a, and we need to complete this as well. So, je m'appelle Fernand. Qu'est-ce que je mange en général? Je ne mange pas beaucoup au petit déjeuner. So that's the breakfast bit. So what comes next must be what you need to fill in. I only eat, so seulement is only. Un œuf, so you need to write what the English is for that. Un œuf, et je bois du thé and drink a. Okay. Pause to complete those sentences. It should take you about 10 minutes to do it properly. Press play when you want to check your answers. Okay, let's check those answers now. So at breakfast in general, I only eat an œuf is an egg, and drink du thé, tea. Good. I like something tea with something of sugar. So, j'aime le thé vert. I like to drink tea with lots of sugar, beaucoup de sucre. At something for lunch, I eat. At midday, à midi. For lunch, I eat roast chicken, du poulet rôti, with vegetables, des légumes, and I drink mineral water, de l'eau minérale. I eat lots of vegetables because they are healthy. Okay, très sain here, and delicious, délicieux. Usually I eat something with. I eat rice with fish and green salad. So je mange du riz avec du poisson et de la salade verte. Well done. As a dessert, comme dessert, I eat fruit, des fruits. And I love, j'adore ça, because it is sweet but healthy also. Sucré mais sain aussi. Well done, year 8. Pause if you need to. Tick those answers or correct them if you need to. Then press play to go on to the next activity. Okay, Unit 8, I want you to spend 15 minutes writing me a paragraph now. Okay, it's a guided paragraph. I want you to write about what you like to eat and what you dislike to eat and drink and give reasons for it. So you need to include your likes and dislikes, so 6 food and drink, and for each meal as well. Name at least 6 items of food or drink. Put connectives in there, joining your sentences together, and give opinions and reasons saying why you like or dislike different food and drink. And I want you to use some complex opinion expressions, which I will show you in the text. So you should be using opinion verbs such as j'aime, j'adore, je n'aime pas, je déteste, plus manger, boire or prendre. Using a variety of at least 6 food and drink items and mentioning the 3 meals as well. Using connectives such as cependant, however, en plus, plus, aussi, also, and parce que, because. And using complex opinion expressions such as à mon avis, je pense que, and franchement. And I want you to use at least 6 reasons, 1 for each food or drink item you mention. Half should be positive and half negative, ideally. Now this is a different text, so I'm just going to go through it. Salut, je m'appelle Robert. Qu'est-ce que je préfère manger? Je ne suis pas végétarien, mais à mon avis, je mange ça. J'adore manger beaucoup de fruits et plein de légumes. Aussi, j'aime un peu du poisson parce que c'est ça. Mais je n'aime pas manger du fromage parce que c'est gras et un peu malsain. J'adore manger des chocolats le week-end parce qu'ils sont vraiment délicieux. Normalement, au petit déjeuner, j'aime manger des céréales car elles sont sucrées et j'adore boire du café avec beaucoup de sucre. Je déteste boire du thé et je pense que c'est dégoûtant. À midi, j'aime manger du poulet avec du riz car c'est épicé et j'aime boire de l'eau minérale. Je n'aime pas prendre des hamburgers, franchement, car ils sont malsains. Cependant, le week-end, j'aime manger des œufs avec des frites, du pain et un peu de ketchup. En général, au dîner, je mange de la salade verte avec du poulet et je n'aime pas trop ça car c'est ennuyeux. J'aime boire du jus d'orange et de temps en temps du lait. Okay, so I've highlighted it in colour so you can see the likes and dislikes in the verb format here. Je dois manger, j'aime un peu manger, je n'aime pas manger, etc., etc. They're all in red. 6 items of food and drink are in pink, so you can see I've done way more than those. Connectives are in purple, joining the sentences together or introducing them, aussi, normalement, etc. My opinions and reasons are all here. And they either start with c'est or ils sont or elles sont with the correct adjectival agreement. Okay, and I've got complex opinion expressions, which are je pense que, franchement, and à mon avis. Okay, I want you to use this paragraph to help you write your own paragraph. And you can look back at any sentence builders and you can use your book to help you as well. I want you to spend about 15 minutes doing that. Press pause to write your paragraph now and press play when you're ready to continue. Thank you for your excellent work today, Year 8. Please remember to upload a picture of your paragraph and all of the work in today's lesson onto class charts so your teacher can give you a very well-deserved achievement point. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.